Welcome, Yo Bro Nation, back to your Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. Excuse me, I am Zach with the Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. This is your Yo Bro Nation podcast. Welcome into episode 6. Episode number 6 of the Yo Bro Nation podcast. This is well, as of recently, this is where we talk about the current news and rumors that are currently going around here in the WWE and wrestling. Today, I got AEW coverage. I've got WWE news about WrestleMania. Kurt Angle's opponent for WrestleMania being changed last second. I got lots of information to share with you guys. I made a little change to the logo. Got a little mic added in because this is now the podcast, so I don't know, just about you. But yeah, I want to welcome everyone into the channel. I want to welcome everyone back. Some changes are coming to the channel. Coming to the channel really soon. I will elaborate a little bit more in the coming week. Just sanity purposes. Just sanity purposes. I know I make lots of changes to the channel, but I'm just trying to fix things and get things to a position in which I personally will enjoy. So, I'm getting a message. Let's see. But yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys. We've got, like I said, lots of news to cover. I think I got like some 7-8 stories to cover with you guys and to go over. So I'm going to go ahead and read the stories off to you guys. You know, simple stuff. Just telling you guys what the stories are, and then I'll just give you guys my thoughts and my opinions. But before I get into all of that, let's go ahead. I was about to forget my music was still playing. Let's go ahead and let's talk about some other things, though, first. Let's talk about Patreon. Patreon.com/YoBroNation1. You guys can go to Patreon. You guys can go there. Excuse me. You guys got exclusive AEW reviews. AEW coverage will be going on there once AEW gets into its full swing. Got Monday Morning Creative. You get free gifts for being a Patreon member. You guys get live behind-the-scenes videos. You guys get exclusive access to the group chat. Lots of things. You can be a producer, executive producer on the channel, get credit, and get to help in the creative process as I move forward, especially with my potential wrestling trivia league that I am still working on. All that stuff, you guys will be able to come in and be able to help. I'm not going to harbor on this for too long. You guys can go check it out. Patreon is definitely a pretty dang cool thing you guys can join. It's up to you. It's optional. If it's something you really don't want to do, though. I do have my TeePublic store. TeePublic.com/YoBroNation. You guys can go there. Get our awesome, awesome merchandise. We got the new Yo Bro Mania t-shirts. Actually, mine should be in the mail pretty soon. I'll probably wear it once before Mania and probably wear it on Mania. Got the best of the best countdown t-shirts. You got Squared Circle t-shirts. You got Recess Never Gets Old. The old school Yo Bro Gaming Review shirt. You guys got the Veteran and Police Firefighter Memorial t-shirt. You guys got the Queen-inspired Bohemian Nation t-shirt. You guys got all that stuff, and I'm telling you, that Yo Bro Nation shirt, that freaking Queen one, I love it. You guys got all that stuff. You guys can go ahead and you guys can get t-shirts. New designs are $14 for the first 3 days, the first 72 hours. You guys can do that, and I have more designs coming. I'll work on some designs shortly. But if you're not looking to pay, that is, it's fine. I'm not asking for anything. But TeePublic is YoBro Nation 1. Patreon is YoBro Nation. I need to fix that and make it say the right words. So, you guys can also go to Twitter and to Facebook. You guys can like and follow us on there. Our social media is a good way. You can contact me. I can chat with you guys if you guys have questions. No problem. I also post links to the videos as they're, being uploaded onto the website. You guys can also just like and share this video with your friends, and then both of you guys can subscribe. Make sure if you do that, hit the notification bell. And actually, I know I have a new subscriber, actually. I'm pretty sure I have a new subscriber. Yeah, I got a new sub. So, subs don't really mean too much to me. It's just something so you guys know when videos are going up. That, to me, is the main reason that I even worry about it. Speaking of videos, tomorrow will be my Retro Rewind review and my Best of the Best Countdown. Those are coming up tomorrow. I am only doing one more episode for my WrestleMania Countdown. I will probably do a short video next weekend just telling you guys what the last 3 are, just to get it done and out of the way, because quite frankly it's a lot that I have to do, and I got a lot going on with the house and with school, so I'm not going to be able to continue doing that and still doing the other content. So I'll probably have a video just rounding out the top 3, giving you guys my general thoughts of each one of those 3, and just being done with it. So you guys know what my final ones are, and then there you go. So that's something I'm going to do. But you guys will get a full episode of that tomorrow on Sunday on the channel. NXT review, Monday Night Raw review, both are up. Didn't get to do a SmackDown just because I was busy messing with Windows, and it was a crazy day, and I didn't get to work on it. So that will be available for you guys. But I will have Retro Rewind and everything, and then most of the stuff will go back to normal. But I will have an announcement sometime next week with everything I have going on with the channel. So, but let's go ahead. Let's get into this news, okay? So like I said, I have several stories. I'm going to start with the main one that I want to personally talk about. And this has to do with WrestleMania. This could potentially be the longest WrestleMania ever. Now, I'm getting this from, this is going on the Wrestling Observer. This is on Pro Wrestling Sheet. They're all talking about it. I'm pulling this one from, oh my goodness, I'm pulling this one from Forbes.com. This was posted 7 days ago, actually. The only thing that might be longer than what has been a marathon WrestleMania season is WrestleMania 35 itself. WWE's biggest roster to date, in conjunction with changing priorities and business metrics, have conspired to produce what will be likely become the longest WWE pay-per-view of all time. After WrestleMania 32's main card clocked in at 286 minutes, WrestleMania 33 came in at 305 minutes, and WrestleMania 34 had a runtime of 314 minutes. Expect that trend to continue tenfold, as WrestleMania 35 could play host upwards of 17 matches, which would be the most matches in history of the WWE's biggest pay-per-view. Digital engagements have suddenly become a coveted business metric within WWE, and the metric that WWE proudly touts is its quarterly earnings reports. Digital engagement was up 77% in 2018, blah, 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 blah. They just kind of go into the business. Employee morale has played a big role in WrestleMania's all-hands-on-deck feel, as WWE looks to fit as many superstars on the card as possible. With the forthcoming launch of AEW, employee morale is as important as it has ever been. As recently as WrestleMania 31, WWE only booked 9 matches featuring the very best the promotion had to offer that year. 7 of those matches took place on the main card, and 5 of those 7 matches were singles contests. That is a thing of the distant past, as a similar card with juicier one-on-one matches has given way to a more socialist mindset of bigger cards featuring the vast majority of the WWE roster. They kind of give you like a runtime of everything. The once mouth-watering WrestleMania payday was all but evaporated in the WWE Network era as WWE cannibalized its pay-per-view business to support the streaming service. As a result, WWE superstars can appear on WrestleMania card at a cheaper cost to the company, and WWE is willing to book more talent on its biggest card as something of a make-good for a reduced payoff. Similar to the tagline of WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 35 will be to look bigger, better, and better than all of its predecessors. With WWE's roster growing by the second and the WWE Network here to stay, expect lengthy WrestleMania cards to become the new normal. Oh my god. So, basically, what the Wrestling Observer was saying, this card has the potential, as of right now, to be upwards of 6 to 7, potentially 8 hours. I don't know if that's including the pre-show, but that is the rumored runtime for WrestleMania. So here they have the rumored card for WrestleMania. Here's the matches that we know are confirmed as of now. Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Charlotte Flair versus Becky versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. Tony Nese versus Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight title. Triple H versus Batista. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. The Miz versus Shane McMahon. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Here are the sort of in the works, not quite determined, rumored matchups. Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. We're pretty sure that's exactly where they're going. Asuka to defend the SmackDown title. Bayley and Sasha versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus Nia Jax and Tamina versus what will probably be the Iconics in a fatal four-way for the women's tag titles. That's pointless. The Revival versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus a team to be determined in a triple threat match. The Hardys versus The Bar versus Nakamura and Rusev versus the Usos versus a team to be determined in a fatal five-way for the SmackDown tag titles. We also do have Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. That match is confirmed. Bobby Lashley is set to defend the IC title against an undetermined opponent. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre is pretty much a done deal, but not quite yet confirmed. We will also have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which we know Braun Strowman is in. And we will have potentially the Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal. Leaving us with 17 matches. 17 matches. Look, I love professional wrestling. I love professional wrestling. But Jesus Christ, man. Who wants an 8-hour show? People hate going to work for 8 hours. Why would you want to sit for 8 hours at this? Imagine being at the show, right? For 8 hours. Out in the weather for 8 hours to watch this show. You don't really have a lot of chances to... I'm dreading this. Alright, I already know my girlfriend is dreading this. Okay, I've already told her, babe, I'm going to be stuck for 8 hours on the couch watching this show. Just be prepared. She's not thrilled. I'm not thrilled. But I'm doing it because it's something that I do. But geez, man. 8 hours. 8 hours. Potentially. Hell, I don't even want 6 hours. The Royal Rumble, which is a pay-per-view I love, ended up running 5 hours. And it felt like hell. I felt like hell afterwards. I didn't get to bed till like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. I was in bed. I was up till 2 o'clock making sure that it was uploaded because I didn't live stream it. God, mother fudger, man. I just, no, God, no. Please, no. I don't want to do it. Oh, man. 8 hours. Why? Why does it have to be that long? Wrestle Kingdom is going to be a 2-night show. Why not make it 2 nights? 4 hours one night, 4 hours the next night. I don't mind. Push Takeover the Hall of Fame to a Thursday. Do one on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday night is your show. You can buy tickets for one night, and it makes more money. You can buy tickets for night 1 and night 2, and you got to pay for both. Or maybe you do a package deal. You can get both nights, and it's just a little bit off. It does make you more money. Makes more money for your gate for WrestleMania as a total. Why not? If the cards are going to become this big, this thing's going to get so bad, it's going to be an all-day event. It's going to start at like fucking noon and going to end up running until midnight. It's going to be like a 12-hour show. I understand the economic point of view of it, of making the money, for this show. I get that, but it's too much to consume in a weekend. We got TakeOver on Friday, we got the Hall of Fame on Saturday, and then WrestleMania for 8 hours on Sunday. Then you got Raw, then you got SmackDown. That's 5 days of content to consume. That's not counting the Supercard, the G1 Supercard on Saturday. That's not counting all the other events, the fan access, and all this other stuff that you guys are going to have. That's just, it's too much to consume in one weekend. And I want to go to a WrestleMania weekend. I don't think I want to go to the show itself. I think I'd rather go to TakeOver next year in Tampa Bay. I would love to go to Tampa Bay. But in fact, I actually got to get a hold of my buddy and find out exactly how far he is from Tampa Bay. And me and him might just go to Tampa Bay and go to TakeOver. I'm not kin to hitting up WrestleMania. I don't want to sit for 8 hours. There's so much content. WrestleMania doesn't need to be 8 hours. That's just ridiculous. That is a ridiculous amount of time. I mean, do you guys want to sit for that long? I sure as the fuck don't. I just, too much time. Too much, man. I mean, I feel like, I don't know what I feel like. That just feels nauseating. That just feels, it makes me dread. It makes me dread watching this show. It makes me dread sitting and watching it. It's not something I want to do. That is for sure. It's not something that I want to do. I don't want to sit with this show for 8 hours. I'm going to do TakeOver. I'm not watching the Hall of Fame. I've watched it the last 3 years in a row. It's run like 5 hours. There's not, this class really doesn't even get me that excited anyways. But Jesus, man. 8 hours for WrestleMania. Can you imagine sitting for 8 hours at this show? I mean, I'm going to be here trying to keep track of it, trying to take notes, trying to take the piss break, trying to eat my dinner, trying to do this and do that. Thankfully, I'm doing a barbecue the day before, so maybe if I'm lucky, I'm cutting back a little bit. But wow, 8 hours, dude! 8 hours of wrestling. 8 hours for WrestleMania. I'm trying to. My cousin Sam might be coming over to watch it if I can get a hold of him. So he'll probably be doing the review with me. 8 hours. 8 hours. That is insane. I don't foresee me enjoying this. I don't foresee me enjoying this. just for a number of different reasons. So, I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think about an 8-hour, potentially 8-hour WrestleMania with 17 matches? I haven't even gotten to the fact that you don't need everyone on that damn card. I don't care about no payouts. Okay, that's on WWE. I don't need to see fucking Kalisto on the card. I don't need to sit and watch Apollo Crews on the card. What have they done? What have they done to earn this fucking spot? And now I'm seeing on What Culture this morning that, oh, well, John Cena's now confirmed, but we don't know what he's doing yet. Well, I'm going to get into the whole John Cena thing here in a little bit. Don't you worry. I got that covered too. But we don't need everyone on this card. Why do we need 2 Battle Royals? Okay, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal was cool that first year. Okay, it's the 30th WrestleMania. We're paying homage to Andre. That is cool with me. I'm cool with that. Not a problem. But then I'm being told for a second year, we're going to do it. Okay, 31. Okay, a couple years in a row. But now we're going on 8 years. 8 years now. Or 5 years or whatever it is. Too many. Too many of these damn Battle Royals. They're doing it every year now. It's on my nerves. This is the 5th one. Jesus, man. 8 years. I'm an idiot. I'm such a dummy. 8 years we've been doing this Battle Royal. No, it's only been that many. But still yet, it feels like that many. It's annoying. I think that's the best way for me to accurately describe it. It's annoying. And we don't need all these people on the card. We really, honestly to God, we don't. It's WrestleMania should be reserved for only those. They even brought up in the article, just as recently as 31, this card was reserved for those who deserved it. But they don't do that no more. And really, you can't say 31 was that way either, because they still had that stupid Battle Royal, and they were just doing multi-man ladder matches to fit people in the card, even to 32. You know, I remember watching 32, and I remember thinking, fuck, this is long. Is this not over yet? 10 o'clock rolled around. I was like, it's been 4 hours. This show's still going. We still got the main event to go. And that show ran to, what, 11 o'clock? So you're telling me this show could run till 1 a.m. potentially? 1 to 2 a.m.? And then I gotta get kids up for school the next morning. Oh, God. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Like I said, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this? Because, my God, this just... holy crap, I don't even want to. So, I'm going to keep up with the WrestleMania news. I'm going to talk about Kurt Angle and his potential opponent for WrestleMania being changed. It looks like the negative reactions to Baron Corbin being the final opponent for WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle has reached WWE officials. Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35 is now being reconsidered, according to a new report by WrestleVotes. There's no word yet on who might replace Corbin for Angle's farewell match at WrestleMania, but we will keep you updated. We've noticed other names discussed for Angle's opponents included John Cena, who was speculated before Corbin was announced. WWE officials did not expect this type of negative reaction. Why didn't they? I mean, really? According to the report, and they don't want such negative feel for Angle's final match. Stay tuned for updates on possible changes to the match, which you'll probably find out as early as this week. Or they'll just wait it out. Because that makes sense, that they would just wait it out. Look, I wasn't hip to this like many others were. watching Raw this past week, I was just like, oh, well, they're bringing it up. You know, that's weird. But boo-hoo. Then I started hearing others in their reviews. I started saying, well, why would they bring it up? That's weird. Why would they bring it up? Is this something they've had planned forever? And people saying, John Cena being the replacement. Maybe they're going to replace him. I mean, no one wants Baron Corbin. Maybe this is just to embarrass Corbin further. All these different points of view. I'm okay with Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle. I'm probably one of the few people who are okay with it. I mean, to be fair, it's not my ideal match. It's definitely not what I wanted. Alright, I'm not sitting here, ooh, give me Baron Corbin. Give me Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle. Ooh, that's what I want. No, because to me, no matter who he faces, the match is not, it's not going to be a awesome match. The match is going to be lackluster to me no matter what. On what is already now potentially an 8-hour show. Fuck me. God. This to me, I hope is just a quick match. I don't care. Now, John Cena is now being confirmed for WrestleMania. Does that mean John Cena is just going to be the surprise at the show? Or are they going to announce it prior? That's really, to me, what it is. I have no doubt now it's going to be John Cena versus Kurt Angle, because Cena is a safe guy for Angle to work with. Cena will make Kurt look good. Give the man shit if you want. John Cena is pretty fucking good at making people look good now. The man is, and I could see him putting Kurt over. I could see him putting Kurt over. Not that Kurt needs to. Usually you go out the door, you go out losing. That is usually what people expect when doing this stuff, is going out the door, losing. That's just letting the other guy get over. That's just what they're supposed to do. I don't know if that's what they're going to do. Probably so. But I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me what you think. I think John Cena versus Kurt Angle is a fantastic idea. But again, I'm not against it. I'm not against Baron Corbin. Because I don't think the match is going to be great no matter what. But I would prefer John Cena. I'd be cool with Undertaker, but Undertaker, not going to be at WrestleMania. But he is going to be wrestling. I got news on that today as well. I don't know. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this story because there's not really a lot of news other than, well, WWE officials are possibly changing it. They might go ahead with Corbin and just go to all of us and be like, this is what you get. This is what you guys get because you guys are acting like a bunch of babies. Oh, so again, just let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. But we're going to move on. We're going to talk some AEW news. Ooh, what could I have here? I got a couple, actually, AEW news stories coming up. Let's go with this first one. A backstage news on a TV deal for AEW and a streaming of Double or Nothing. I can't wait for Double or Nothing. Excuse me. It looks as though we'll be waiting later rather than sooner for a confirmed TV deal, as All Elite Wrestling is reportedly in no rush to sign any one contract, according to Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer Radio. Meltzer notes that talks for a TV deal are smooth and nothing has fallen apart. The belief is that holding out will strategically benefit AEW, especially considering the new deal between UFC and ESPN, and the proven success of the DAZN streaming service. These examples of synchronization between sports promotions and streaming services, along with rights fees and for sports continuing to rise, are apparently contributing to the holdup from AEW. Nevertheless, Meltzer notes that the decision time will be coming at a certain point, and we will know more then. Regarding AEW's upcoming Double or Nothing show, Meltzer noted that he is certain that there will be a streaming component involved so that people can watch along at home, as well as the traditional option of watching on pay-per-view. There are reportedly several options. The higher-ups in AEW have the task of selling their product to different streaming companies based off of the exceptional ticket sales they've seen and the potential TV deals that are on the table. In a recent interview with the Wrestling Inc.'s own Winsley podcast, AEW Executive Vice President Cody Rhodes mentioned that a major TV deal remains an important aspect of AEW's ongoing exposure. Rhodes expounded on only a little bit further, exclaiming that their potential deal could create a massive shift in pro wrestling industry. We'll see. I can't talk about it, but I know that I was quoted as saying, not by you guys, that a TV deal was not important. And I think that in the context I was talking about how important social media and do-it-yourself brands are compared to the traditional TV medium, Rhodes explained. But I also, let's be serious, major TV is a huge thing and would be a massive shift in pro wrestling industry. It would be a change the world like move, but I can't talk about any pending TV deals. A lot of the information that's out there is very accurate, but what we're seeking to do, and how frequently we're seeking to do it, Rhodes continued on. But I don't want to discourage any future partners. I can say that people have been really calculated about what we roll out announcements, what we want to be proper. We can't just stand on the podium in Jacksonville and say, hey, there's an entire business model and here's all of our plans. Here's an X amount of money. We can't do that. I know the business of the business is... I swear to God, I can't read today. I know the business of the business is very entertaining, but I think if people put their trust in us like they have, we won't let them down. AEW presents Double or Nothing May 25th from the MGM Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, after stumbling through that little report, okay, most people have come to the conclusion that AEW will probably have something set up by September. By September, we'll have an announcement. Some people are saying a Double or Nothing. They'll go ahead and they'll tell us what they're doing then. Personally, I don't know. Personally, I don't know what their plans are. I'm not going to force the issue, honestly. Obviously, I mean, what am I going to do? Hey, Cody. This is Zach. You don't know me, but, hey, bro, you got to get that TV deal done. We need a TV deal. We need it now. Like, I'm going to do that. Like, I have that sort of stroke. Oh, looky, I got another message. My girlfriend's having severe back pain. I feel bad for her because I know exactly how it feels. So yeah, streaming options is fantastic. However they do it, whether I gotta go through the Fight TV app or I gotta order this son of a, I will order it on pay-per-view. Okay, do not put it past me. I will order that damn thing on pay-per-view. I was not able to get to my tickets because by the time I got to the website, tickets were gone. So I'm not getting to go to Double or Nothing, which might be not an entirely bad thing. But, I mean, there's not really much news out of this. There's not. I'm excited for a TV deal. Alright, I want to see some Tuesday Night Dynamite, okay? Something's got to fill that slot. And whatever they're going to do, I don't expect it until the fall. I don't expect to see anything with them till the fall. Sometime around September, October, I think is when the show will launch. Probably on TBS or TNT. I think, you know, that's about as early as we're going to get it. I also know that Cody Rhodes is now putting in for trademarks for Bunkhouse Stampede, for Bash at the Beach, and a couple other WCW names. He's got the trademark now for Dusty Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, and the American Nightmare. He's trademarking all those things. Does that mean we're going to maybe get a Bash at the Beach? Ooh, that'd be interesting. I think we have a lot more one-off pay-per-views to come before. I don't expect a TV deal till sometime in the summer. I don't expect it at Double or Nothing. I don't expect it until sometime in the summer. I know they got a Japan show coming. They got a pay-per-view every month from now till Double or Nothing 2, whatever that's going to be, in September, back in Chicago. I'm fucking going. I'm going. Hook or crook, I'm going to that show. I'm not missing it. And there's lots of reasons. The talent that they're accumulating is going to be awesome. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this while we're on the AEW train. On the latest Road to Double or Nothing, it was announced former Impact Knockouts champion Ali has signed with AEW. This roster, I'm telling you guys, this roster is getting fantastic. The above video features Ali meeting with Brandy Rhodes and getting ideas for her new wrestling gear with former WWE seamstress Sandra Gray. Not a bad thing. Ali spoke about how she first got into wrestling and how she's looking forward to working with All Elite Wrestling. Going forward, I really want to make my mark here at AEW, Ali said. I feel like even though I've had those opportunities, I feel like now I really want to show people what I can do, and I don't know if I've had the chance before, or I've had that chance before. Ali originally appeared in Impact back in 2013 and signed a contract with them in 2016. Wrestling Inc. has... Oh, geez, I got these pop-ups. Hate this shit. Where are we at? Wrestling Inc. has reached out to Impact Wrestling to see if Ali will continue with the promotion and will update if we hear back. The above video has showed Brandy talking about the design for a new AEW Championship title. She noted it will be large as the Mid-South North American Championship. They are looking to make it unique to AEW, but the size will be in the same ballpark. Below is a photo of what the Mid-South North American Championship looks like, and that damn belt is humongous. That's what it looked like. So, obviously, if I get, anything about the championships and what they're going to look like, obviously, I will, put that stuff out there, right? Obviously, I'll do that. So, yeah, they got Ali. This women division is growing. This roster for AEW is getting large, like massively large, and it's not full of these headlining names, but it looks fantastic. It is a roster that I am intrigued. A lot of names I don't know, so it gives me something to look at, something to go back and look at some more stuff and kind of get acquainted with. I am excited. I think is the best way I can put it. I am excited to see this roster and to see what they can do. I know what Kenny Omega and Jericho can do. I know what the Young Bucks can do. I know what the Best Friends can do. I know what SoCal Uncensored can do. I know what a lot of these guys are capable of. Britt Baker, all right, fantastic wrestler. If you watched Double or Nothing, or not Double or Nothing, if you watched All In, you know how well she can do. I know what Ali can do. I've watched Impact. Ali is pretty damn good, and she's only gotten better. Okay? They need a big female signing. They need a big signing. Jericho, no offense, pretty damn good. But they need a couple more so this TV deal can get bigger. Get a Goldberg who can come in once in a while. Okay? He's got that history on the network, so they know who Goldberg is. Okay? That would be brilliant. To get a Goldberg who can make a appearance a few times a year. Okay? I thought maybe at one point the Hardys were going to be out. You know, their contracts were ending, but they extended, and that's fine. Batista's finally back, but that's not to say after WrestleMania Batista can't leave. and do some appearances, but he says it's going to be his last match, so that probably won't happen. I'm not saying these guys got to go sign out former WWE talent. What I am saying, though, they need a big name. No offense to Kenny Omega. No offense to Jericho. I don't think those names are on the level of a Goldberg. Okay, so all of this kind of connects. You get Allie, who's a really... I mean, they're going to have fantastic wrestling. They're working on these championships. They're making up belts. Can't wait to see those. Actually, I'm going to make a custom belt that I'm going to have sitting it behind me at some point that you all are going to get to see. But I'm just rambling now. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued to see what these guys are going to be doing. To see what this company does. I think this company is going to be fantastic. I'm not going to say it's going to rival WWE right away, but it's going to definitely make them perk up a little bit. It's going to make their buttholes kind of squeeze a little bit, like, oh, don't do it to me, Cody. Don't put it in there. I want to take a second. I just want to take a second in between these stories to remind you guys. TeePublic.com/YoBroNation1. You guys can buy our Yo Bro Nation merch. We got the Yo Bro Mania shirts, the best of the best countdown. Your recess never gets old. Your Yo Bro Nation Queen t-shirts. All that stuff, again, is available. You guys can go get the merchandise. The link is down below. It's a good way to help support the channel. I can't breathe. Sorry, I just want to throw that plug in there. That TeePublic stuff, that merch. I love my merch. I think my merch is starting to turn out pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep moving on. I'm not gonna take long. I'm just messing with you guys. Just kind of making fun of some other people who constantly plug their merch. So let's have this story. This is a story that's been going around for the last week. The Undertakers reportedly set for an upcoming WWE show that is not WrestleMania. It looks like we will be seeing a return to WWE TV from The Undertaker this spring. However, it may not be at WWE's grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Despite any issues between the Deadman and WWE that followed after he signed on to be a part of the Starrcast 2 during Memorial Day weekend, Undertaker will still be performing at the Saudi Arabia show on May 3rd, according to the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter. With Taker not yet retiring from WWE, it will be another huge payout to partake in the annual Saudi Arabia event that the company holds. Damn it, I need to talk today. I need glasses. By a wide margin, the two shows in Saudi Arabia are the biggest money draws of the year for WWE. As previously mentioned, The Undertaker signed a... Jesus Christ. The Undertaker signed a deal that is scheduled... Jesus Christ. Let me start over. As previously mentioned, The Undertaker signed a deal and is scheduled to appear at the Starrcast 2 Wrestling Convention in Las Vegas from May 23rd to the 26th. The convention falls on the same weekend as All Elite Wrestling's Double or Nothing event. The Starrcast is not an official AEW event. On a recent edition of the Jim Ross Report, good old JR was quoted to say Undertaker has got to make a living, and if he's at a point age-wise where WWE doesn't want to use him in the ring, or he doesn't feel able good to compete in the ring, and you want to keep him around, then you've got to pay him something. But you might not pay him the same if you can get 1, 2, 3 matches a year out of him. There has been no word on if The Undertaker will be appearing at WrestleMania 35. However, reported this week that his picture on the WWE WrestleMania 35 graphic below on one of the production trucks on last Monday's Raw in Chicago, which, yes, you see Undertaker on the thing. I'm looking at the picture here. Undertaker is on the production, but so is Big E, Samoa Joe, Ronda Rousey, and Seth Rollins. I'm sure it's just marquee thing. So I guess people are thinking maybe he's going to be at WrestleMania base. I apologize for the fact that I can't seem to read for Shiitake. But yes, as of this writing, Undertaker is slated and confirmed to be at the Saudi Arabia show in May 3rd. Whatever, I guess. Whatever. Man wants to make money. I don't see why people are getting up in arms about him going to the StarCast 2 to be Mark Calloway, a.k.a. the Dead Man, a.k.a. Undertaker, and making some money. I mean, the guy's going to make a buttload of money to sit and talk versus competing for 15 minutes and just hurting his body more. The man cannot compete like he used to. Now, I'm still okay with the one-off appearance of The Undertaker every once in a while. Give him a match a year. Maybe 2. And I'm okay with that. It gives his body time to heal over months, so he doesn't destroy his body. But I'm also at a point, going back to 34, WrestleMania 34, that was a beautiful send-off. The match was horrible. But Undertaker, after the match, putting down the hat, the gloves, the jacket, was a beautiful send-off. But that wasn't the end. He's not done. I'm okay with that. I don't mind a few matches a year with The Undertaker, but at some point, the man's got to retire. I mean, at some point, right? We can't keep him around forever. So, I guess I'm okay with him being at the Saudi show. He doesn't have to be at WrestleMania. Although, he's likely going to interrupt Elias. That's, I think, what people are starting to speculate. And I wouldn't say that they'd be wrong. I think there's a very good chance that that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to be the guy who interrupts Elias. And that's just what we're going to get. Hold on, guys. My camera looks a little dirty. So, that is potentially what's going to happen. I know you guys are like, why does he keep moving? Because I'm checking to see how my lag is. My lag is cutting in and out in this video. Whatever may come, Undertaker is respected and he's revered. And I would actually like to sit and listen to him at StarCast and hear what he has to say, the stories that the man can put out there. It's very interesting, all very interesting stories, and it's something I really would love to hear, something I would really like to get and to hear what Undertaker has to say. So, I want to hear that, and him being at the Saudi show, well, who does he face? Who does The Undertaker face at the Saudi show? Do we get Finn Balor versus The Undertaker? That's what people are putting out there, but I don't think that's what we get. I don't see the Demon. Oh, actually, you know, I could see the Saudi Prince asking for the Demon versus Undertaker. He maybe has heard it through the grapevine. Finn Balor versus The Undertaker? Demon versus Deadman? Darka, yes! I would thank the Saudi Prince for that. I don't know if I'm going to watch the Saudi show, though. So, I may not be watching it. I watched the last one. I got a little bit of heat for it. Understandably so, but I took a poll and I asked people, do you want me to watch the Saudi show? And people said yes. So I watched the Saudi show. I am not getting up at 4 a.m. again and watching it. Oh, hell no. No. I'm not doing that again. Kiss my ass, people. Kiss my ass on that one. Although there's a chance that I'm actually going to use my phone instead of the laptop. But I might be streaming my live reactions to WrestleMania. Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. Actually, I'm going to try to get Cheryl to do it with me. Because I want to do a live reaction. And I want Cheryl to sit with me through the majority of the show and watch it with me. Could be fun. I don't know. I just got into that. So let's move on. Undertaker at the Saudi show, not a big deal. People are making it into something bigger, but it's whatever. So this is something that I saw that I found interesting. I don't know how many people are talking about it. But Ronda Rousey talks possibly not headlining WrestleMania 35, and WWE's banning, in quotations, banning Travis Browne from Raw. Above is the latest episode of Ronda on the Road from Raw's Women's Champion Ronda Rousey on her personal YouTube page. This episode features Rousey and her husband Travis Browne on the road from the weekend live event in Green Bay to this week's Raw in Chicago. Rousey joked about being fined by WWE again, at no point due to her actions on this week's Raw. Due to her actions this past week. Again, at one point. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Browne furthered his own storyline of being banned from Raw and said it was all worth it, referring to when he put his hands on security guard this week. I might not be allowed to come to Raw anytime soon, Browne said. I don't give a shit. It was totally worth it. Rousey added, oh no, they're going to dock the paycheck that I don't even need. Like I've already said, Rousey has got me. I'm so into this Rousey shit. Where am I? I lost it. Yeah, Rousey was later asked about her triple threat with Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, possibly not being the main event of WrestleMania 35. Rousey and Browne both said they've done everything they can to make sure it is the headliner. Well, I feel like I've already done everything necessary to make sure it is the main event, Rousey said. It's gotten to a point where people are talking about their rumors that it might not be the main event. It seems like such a foregone conclusion that I feel like I've already done everything I can possibly do. Browne joked, me too. It's been a really daunting task, but we're here. There's a rumor that it may not be the main event, so you know what that means. People already know it's the main event. And it's, I mean, it's gotta be, right? I mean, at this point, it's gotta be the main event, right? I mean, if it's not, shame on WWE. Shame on them. You're not gonna have a women's match next year that's gonna be as big as this match. I also want to say that Rousey and her husband, that shit's hilarious. I went back, I watched the clip. Fucking hilarious. These two, Ronda Rousey and her husband could have a fucking TV series of these two. It is that funny. It's funny. I'm trying not to sneeze. I'm still getting over this sickness, and it sounds gross. It's starting to run down my throat. But I agree. Rousey and Becky have done everything to make this the main event. The fans are expecting this to be the main event. I'm expecting it. Everyone is expecting it to be the main event. And if it's not, well, fuck me raw. Ooh, that sounds bad. I need to start lowering the cursing level. Maybe I'll start trending a little bit more or something. I don't know. But it's gotta be, right? I mean, there's gotta be more to it. Yes, there are rumors that this might not be the main event of WrestleMania 35. If we're going on and we still got Brock and Seth, and then this match comes on, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. This is what I'm wanting to see. I'm wanting to be there to say WrestleMania 35, the biggest show of the year, concluded with the women. I want to see that. I do. I really do. I want to see the women main event WrestleMania. That is all I want this year. Screw the 8 hours. Screw the whole big long weekend. I'm going to be exhausted anyways. But that's what I want to see. It's a huge weekend. And the women main eventing is only going to boost numbers up for everybody. Even me and my 60 views on a pay-per-view. I'm cool with that. Maybe I'll get 120. Maybe I'll double it. I don't know. But it's a huge show. And it will be. It could be a potentially fantastic show. And I'm looking forward to it. I want it. I want a big show. And I want these women to main event. If they don't, shame on you, WWE. Shame on you for not giving these women what they deserve. Shame on you, WWE, for not giving the women what they deserve. But despite that little soliloquy that I just gave you, I'm about 90% sure that they're going to be the main event. 90% sure. And again, if you haven't went and watched Ronda Rousey on YouTube, go watch. Her stuff's interesting. And you can see the storyline on television bleeding into her YouTube channel. And it's brilliant. The woman is brilliant. I'm sorry. I know people might not agree with me, but she's brilliant at what she's doing. So here's a minor story. Something I'm just throwing in here because people are talking about it. WWE's moving their headquarters. WWE announced that they are moving their company headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut to a new office complex in the same city, which I think is bad. They should have moved it outside of WWE. One of the most important elements necessary to execute WWE's long-term growth strategy is world-class talent collaborating seamlessly to create compelling content. Our workplace initiative will be the foundation to meet these objectives and underpins our ability to deliver long-term value, said WWE co-president George Barros in the official announcement. WWE set to lease the space for an initial term of 16.5 years, beginning no earlier than July 1st this year. They expect the move to happen in early 2021, so it's still going to be a couple of years. The original Titan Towers building, which was built in 1981, will be sold. WWE sent us the following press release on the move, and this is the press release I'm looking at from WWE about moving it. I'm not going to read it because it's super freaking long and it's super pointless. So this is this is from Wrestling Inc. This is just a minor story I just kind of wanted to touch on. Okay, just a very quick story, nothing major. You know, it's not a big deal. It's really not. It is what it is. WWE is WWE's moving from Titan Towers. Okay, big deal. Not really. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I guess I could say. I've listened to stuff where people are talking about it and making it like it's this thing. Oh my God, WWE's moving. One, it's not for 2 more years. All right, and does where they're being located really matter? Now, I would thought maybe move to the East Coast, to New York, or maybe move to LA. You know, move to one of those. Or, God forbid, you move your WWE headquarters to Orlando, where NXT's at. Work out of there, but, you know, then Vince, you know, would have to move homes, and I'm sure Vince doesn't want to do that, so Vince's like, we'll stay in Stamford. Stay here so I can drive to work and make you all miserable. Yeah. Miserable. I think everyone's got a Vince McMahon impression. Everyone does. Just like the $1 Million Man said, everyone's got a price for the $1 Million Man. Oh yeah, note change. This is on Friday, by the way. So we're going to start doing these every Friday rather than every Thursday. Just because I'm going to start reserving Thursday for something else. Something else eventually coming in the future once a week. So, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going at, an hour? I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up with this last story here in a second. Like I said, Titan Towers moved. I don't think it's a big deal. It's just news. Something I just thought I'd say something about real quick because everyone else is saying something. So yeah, Titan Towers is now no longer gonna be the home of the WWE headquarters. Well, the old Titan Towers, they're making a new one, and the building, they've been in there for 34 years. I mean, why not? Why not make the move? Get something. And I've seen the pictures of the new building, and people have described it as it's like a campus, kind of like what ESPN has. You know, ESPN has their campus. Google has their campus. Okay, so they're trying to make this like Silicon Valley type thing is what I've kind of been people saying. Big open floors with big nice suites. It's a place. I've also heard people say, let's take the old Titan Towers, turn it into the official, well, Ryan Satin on Pro Wrestling Sheet said that, you know, maybe they should take it and turn it into their physical Hall of Fame. And I think they need a physical Hall of Fame at some point. You know, Canton has it. You know, there's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that's got a physical place, the NFL Hall of Fame. Everyone pretty much has a physical place for the Hall of Fame, but WWE is the one who still does not. I am all for that, but I don't think the old WWE headquarters, it's too big of a building. You don't need something that. You need something like half that size, okay? Maybe a couple, you know, a story that's just for, like, the celebrities. You know, then you can get one that's for, like, the really important ones like Flair, and then you have one that's just for the general everything else. You know, you can have, like, the statues and stuff like that, and then you can have the plaques, the pictures from all the Hall of Fames from each class set up, you know. You have, you know, something like that. I am all for them having a physical Hall of Fame at some point, but I don't think the old Titan Towers is exactly where they need to do it. I don't think that that's necessary at this time. So, going ahead to move on to this final story. Now, if any of you watch Matt Hardy on YouTube, Matt Hardy has reintroduced Big Money Matt. So, top WWE superstar getting a gimmick change soon? Oh, well, interesting. Matt Hardy has been pushing the idea of doing a new gimmick in WWE, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Part of the gimmick was actually revealed on by Matt on his YouTube earlier this month, as seen in the video above. The multifarious Matt Hardy gimmick would include Matt acting as multiple characters at various times: Woken Matt, Matt Hardy version 1, and Big Money Matt, which he reintroduces in the video above. The promo above was released as a way to get social media momentum behind the idea. Matt wrote with the video, "Allow me to reintroduce to you the iconic Big Money Matt, one of the many elements that make up this multifarious Matt Hardy. The epic video was shot and edited by my brilliant and beautiful wife, Rebecca Hardy. There's no word yet on if WWE plans on moving forward with this gimmick change or what this would mean for Jeff Hardy. The Hardy Boys recently reunited and returned to WWE TV for the SmackDown brand. They have been building to a feud with SmackDown Tag Team Champions the Usos, making it clear they return to add the blue brand titles to their list of accomplishments." Hey, look. If Matt wants to, you know, if that's what Matt Hardy wants to do, by all means, Matt Hardy, get it, man. You get it. But, it's not a big deal. It's really, really not. You know, let them do what they want to do. It's seriously, it's not a thing. I'm interested. I've watched the video. Matt is so talented and he's got so many creative ideas. But do I think they're going to let him do this multifarious Matt Hardy gimmick? No. I mean, he kind of already is. He's got the original Matt Hardy with the tights, and then occasionally he does the delete, and he'll do the V1. So he's kind of already sort of doing it, but no sign of Big Money Matt yet. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see Big Money Matt at another point, another time. Matt, you should have left. You should have left and took your talents elsewhere. So that is pretty much all the news. That is it. I want to thank everyone for coming in and joining me here on this video. This was your Yo Bro Nation podcast. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think of all these stories and what do they possibly mean for the future? Stuff's looking good. It's worked itself out. Woohoo! I know, I'm so sick. But let me know down in the description box below what you guys think about all these stories, all the WrestleMania news that you guys have heard. But that's going to do it for me. I want to let you guys know you guys can go to YoBroGaming1 on Twitter. You guys can go to YoBroNation on Facebook. You guys can like and follow us on there. I've been Zach with your Retro Rewind. That's tomorrow. Dang it. I've been Zach with the YoBroNation podcast here on the YoBroNation YouTube channel. I will see you guys later on with some more fun, goofy, weirdo me content right here on the channel.